So there's the thing that's known as Cosmic Armor Superman. Never knew about this. This is pretty cool. Don't know anything about it. He looks like a robot. So let's go. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hip pause if I go too fast. So we can just start with the eyes, right? So center point of my page is about here. I'd say that's where his chin will end up being. And we just come up over to the right, okay? And we start with those eyes of his. So they're quite small because we're sort of Marvel style eyes, right? So you go up. They're kind of flat across. He looks real serious. Down the back. Okay. And then what they do is they just go across here. And they normally leave a gap. You can go the whole way if you wanted. Oh, maybe we will go across. So sometimes they like to leave a gap, but it's up to you really. And then, so he's kind of like looking up, frowning heavily. So iris and pupil, half circle just here. One eye seems to glow red and one eye seems to glow green. So his eyebrows just come across, cut off the top of that eye, right? So he's frowning fairly heavily. So we just go across. It goes up and down for the eyebrow, spikes down here. Right, with those classic comic book sort of eyebrow shapes. Okay, that kind of thing, and you can add like an eyelid line there, something coming down here. And they do a lot of like texture just around his eye and stuff. Like so. Now we'll just go over to the other eye. So you're about eye distance. Right, so same sort of level. You can fit an eye in between here. So if you measure the eye, it'll fit in between, and that's where the next eye starts. Go over again. Down the back. And then we just bring this around underneath. In here where his tear duct is, and we will join it together. You have the option of leaving a gap there if you want. And then his iris and pupil, again, half circle. Pupil, half circle there as well. Right, and then eyebrow just across from there. Kind of cuts off the top of this eye a little bit. Okay, trying to keep it as symmetrical as we can. And then it kind of hooks down here, back across, down and into there. And then eyelid line. And they do add some like texture around his eyes. And then we got like some frowns in like the middle of his face as well. Some frowning lines coming around here too. Okay. So his nose then, so just we'll do one side. So we'll go bridge of his nose, sort of comes down this way. Bumps a couple of times. And your nostrils then are down here, right? So nostrils there. And then we're going to join them with this little sort of bump in the middle. And then the skin for the nostrils on the sides, right? So this kind of comes out and up here, out and up there. And you can darken this up a little bit under here just to show bit of a shadow on the bottom of his nose. So now his mouth, quite long, right? So quite flat. So he's robotic looking, right? So it comes down in the middle a little bit, back up, across here, and just like dimples on the end. And then like for the top lip, you can kind of see just that bump there. And then the bottom lip coming across like so. So his chin, crazy big square chin, right? So it just bumps up in the middle a little bit. And then comes up around here. So it seems to like go up. And then it has like a stud or a dimple or something in the middle, like with some skin around it. Like some shadow underneath his chin. So the jaw goes real wide, right? Out around here. Crazy big jaw as well. Exaggerated comic book features. Okay. And then his cheekbones will come in here. And nearly join his chin. Okay. And then inside here, he's got like some armor or vents or something. So they have these lines that go diagonal this way. It's weird, I never heard of this guy because I read what's the one where he's Russian? Can't remember. Red Sun. That was really good. I have to draw that one as well. But never read this one. Seems to have lots of these sort of textures on his skin. So I don't know what that is, but okay, so just here we have his ear, right? Kind of lines up with his eyebrow. So that like the top of the eyebrow, you'll have the ears lining up, and they'll come down and line up with the bottom of the nose. When a character faces forward, you know, your proportions are top of the ears line up with the eyebrows, and earlobe lines up with the nose, right? Just in this space. Roughly, it depends on if the character is looking like perfectly forward or not. And then you have like ear lines inside there. Okay. And then his hairline, so it just comes up around. And now the space for the forehead is usually the same as the space between eyebrows and the nose. Like, say like the bottom of the nose to the top of the eyebrow there. That'll bring you up roughly, say like here. Like say the length of his nose, right? It'll bring you roughly to where his hairline would be. Right, like there. So that's about the same as that, roughly. Right, so eyebrow to like nose, bottom of the nose. That again is like the forehead, okay? Just so you don't make it too big. Right, and he has these hair spikes that, well, this twirl that Superman normally has. And kind of disappears in behind. I might give him another one. Just to make him a bit rougher looking. And you know what? I'm going to give him one more. because I'm a rebel. Right, and you'll have like, you know, the part for his hair will go up that way, but we gotta like draw in his head first. The rest of the hairline go out this way. Right, like so. And he's got metal studs that seem to be like holding on his face or something on the side here. And then his like brow side of his head here. Okay, so then the rest of his hair, so real slicked back kind of hair just going back this way, right? And like the part for his head will go here. So I'll put it, so say like his hair will go that way on this direction, like on this side, and then that comes down. You know, kind of slick, very slick version of Superman hair. And this just goes down around like so. You can do as much of that texture on that as you want now. But it's mostly just colored black anyway. Right, so now anatomy, muscles, right? So he's like all sinewy. So and there's armor and stuff. So neckline, right? So we'll go down. So this will go down like and curve a little bit, right? So it comes right down from like his ears. Curve out to there. And then we got a neck muscle line going in this way. Another one going in this way. And it goes in towards like what looks like chest. So this chest goes down, but it'll disappear behind his black costume. Right, now in here, there's more muscle lines. All right, now I'll give him an Adam's apple. There is just a shadow like in here, but we'll give him an Adam's apple instead. So like another sort of neckline there. There's all this texture all over. Like that, right? And then just thickening up some of the edge lines as well on characters like this can help just make it stand out a little bit more. So like the jaw can be thicker as well. It's like wherever an object overlaps another object. So his chin and jaw would be overlapping his neck, you know? So sometimes it's good to like thicken that up. So that's his trapezius, and then yeah, we'll go out this side as well. So he's crazy muscly, right? But I think it's armor. I don't think it's actually muscle. So this goes, his cape is here, right? And his cape will go behind his shoulder. Right, and it kind of comes along here. It goes behind his shoulder here. And you have all these sort of fold lines and stuff for the cape just going that way. We do the same thing on the other side. So like his shoulders are really wide as well. So like head width normally is like the width for shoulders, but his are actually wider than head width. Right, so that's like say the width of his head, his face. Normally that's where his shoulder would be, but it's out a little bit further because he's ridiculously muscly. It's just like an exaggerated proportion, you know. It's like his shoulder's all the way out there. And you got to put fold lines on his cape. Okay, and then in here there's like armor plating. And lots of like scratches and stuff. Or texture would maybe be a more accurate word for what it is. Like another line there. Okay. So center line for his chest here and the S. But we'll get like his chest muscles out here first. So like this is like how big his chest muscles are. Crazy big. And this will come down underneath here. Right, and you'll have all these muscle sinew lines going that way. And the top of his blue armor here. So it like goes across here. And again, it's like this is bolted onto him, right? So they have these bolts. Like that, right? Then his shoulder and biceps and stuff. So shoulder comes out from the cape here. Real wide. Tricep sticks out there. Bicep just in here, and this is like shoulder going down that way, and then this will have deltoid muscles, all sinewy, exaggerated deltoid, and this comes down in there, same sort of thing, and then bicep, tricep. Like there's another line like here, and like metal. Is this metal here going down that way? Like so. Right, so then the big S, right, the S symbol in here. So you draw that sort of diamond kind of thing. So it'll go across, down, down, and then this goes down to there. And this goes down to there. And this is like an edge line just going around it. And so the S is kind of complicated to draw, right? Because it's part of this red outline. So, right, so we'll go, I guess we'll go here, right? So it starts kind of here. So it'll S around this way. So it's kind of curves around the top and then goes back down. So normally that would keep going, right? But it meets the edge. So you can imagine this keeps going. It comes around to here. Say you got like this little diamond. It's difficult enough. You could sketch the whole S if you wanted. But this goes around here to there because it touches this red edge, right? Which goes like that way and like out here. It's like a border. And then this comes up to meet it. And then you have another section like that. And then the back of the S over here. Okay. So that's pretty much that. And this, but this has like all edge on it as well. It like makes it look like it's raised up. So you just go around these shapes again. Just adds a little bit of detail. Like that. Okay, so then abdominal muscles just here and sort of obliques kind of going in this way. And there's like some hatching just on the bottom of his chest. Like that. And then shade or add color. He seems to have like these dart marks. Is it dart? I don't know. There's all these circles. I'm not really sure. I'll add them anyway. Must be like a texture thing. That's it though. Cosmic Armor Superman. I may read it to figure out what this is all about. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.